This very psychologist is explaining you to you. I would say this is for those who appreciate fact-based approach to things. So scientific, proven from someone who is experienced, even though I do not look this way, but something that is, I call it caviar, added value. Caviar is a symbol of prestige, but also of quality, rarity, and it's not for everyone's taste. Some people cannot distinguish caviar from ikra. So they can take some other lessons and seminars, whatever, and they will be satisfied. Of course, caviar can also be for the rich and bored, for people who want, get moving and do something with their research. I'm also announcing my coaching session for those who want to learn more. Today I will explain, this is of course free for everybody, so you can learn, explain humans as a psychologist. Personality is made out of these two words. One is called temperament, the other is called character. In the end, we will have to combine these two with this bridge. So the first word is called temperament. Temperament traits are largely genetic. So in this model, there are 4 temperament traits. First one is called harm avoidance. If you have a large score in harm avoidance, it's something like this. Then there is novelty seeking. Maybe you are a bit lower in novelty seeking, so it can look something like this. Then there is the third one called reward dependence. It can be high, something like this. And the last one is persistence, for instance, high. So this can be your temperament. Harm avoidance is created out of different blocks. So one is, for instance, negative anticipation. Negative anticipation meaning you always predict negative futures or possible futures that seem threatening, so you are prepared for a threat. And of course, this is related to worry. There is also asthenia, weakness, or feeling weak and tired. So this is the second block. Also uncertainty, intolerance, meaning that person does not tolerate uncertainty, meaning that uncertainty is perceived as a danger cue. So lack of information is not excitement, but it is potentially something threatening and dangerous. Last one would be shyness. Shyness. People who are high in harm avoidance are often depressed, anxious, and so on. But we have 3 other traits. So the next one is novelty seeking. This novelty seeking is low, meaning how you react to the world with excitement for potential rewards, ideas, people, opportunity, trying something new, experiences. It means that brain is producing energy. It's producing impulses. It's also related to dopamine, and you start moving, you start acting like a rabbit. We have little carrots. So for instance, this is excitability. You have some kind of impulse and you're excited and you get going, which also is related to the second part of novelty seeking, being messy, because if you are impulsive and something gets you going, it's very possible that something else will get into your focus, attention, and you will leave this behind and start something new. So this is this excitability, exploration, being messy or a little bit disorganized. Then we have reward dependence. Here it's high. Reward dependence is related to people. How much do you need other people's appreciation? This is reward, actually. Social rewards mostly. So you need positive feedback, you need acceptance, you need encouragement, and so on. So you're not just an independent individual. So these people are more polite, they are more warm, more kind, and so on. So these are different dimensions of reward dependence. Somebody who is low in reward dependence won't be so kind or warm or polite or empathic and so on. And the last one is persistence. How much do you push on, press on when things are hard? So if this one gets you going, many other things are infiltrating your executive functions, meaning attention, memory, and so on. And you are, hypnotized by different things, but you preserve doing something. So this is persistence. You keep on going no matter what is the pressure and what are the alternatives. So that are, very rewarding. You keep on going, responsibility and so on. And this is 60%, mostly 60% genetic. So person with profile like this would definitely be prone to an anxiety, but people would love this person probably. This other part that we have to combine with this one, and it's called character. Because these are dispositions, how you react from your genetic disposition, by instinct, spontaneous, when you don't have time to prepare. This is just the way you are made. And this is the way you want to be, the way you are learning, you are growing, you are using different learning parts of the brain to modify your dispositions. For instance, high novelty seeking, you will try to be less impulsive. You will try to be more brave and less avoidant. You will try to be more honest and more brave in your social interactions. Persistence you would probably want to keep. So there are three different pillars. One is self-directedness. The other one is cooperativeness. And the third one is self-transcendence. We could say spirituality. And these are three pillars of character. One has many building blocks. One is I choose to take responsibility instead of blaming. For instance, I have a terrible day, but I decided to do this anyway. Second is knowing your strengths, talents, not self-sabotage yourself. So you're not sabotaging yourself. You know your strengths. Third one is proactivity versus waiting passively just for others to help you. Fourth is having clear goals instead of confusion, being, you don't know where you're going, you're like in some kind of fog, like a duck in the fog. And the last one is very important, congruent second nature, meaning different habits that are in concordance to your life goals. So this one defining your relationship towards the world, this world, towards your place in the world, and towards yourself. I have these talents, I enjoy doing this, and so on. The second one is more related to your conscious decisions, how you will treat other people. This goes tolerance, being tolerant instead of judging, being forgiving instead of merciless. So some people, he does not exist, anymore. And so on, being friendly and helpful. So you can increase. So I'm here for other people. And self-transcendence means that you have healthy spirituality that makes you more powerful in this world. So that you are not just efficient animal, materialistic. So you have spiritual dimension. You combine these two, it is called personality. It has 4 temperament, genetic traits, and 3 character traits that are, of course, very related. We use character to live according to what medicine says is good for us. So each one of you can, for instance, say, I know what are my clear goals, or I feel confused, or I take responsibility, or I always, point to the other people's faults and so on. Or I forgive other people and I try to accept them as they are. Or I'm a spiritual person, have deeper meaning, purpose in my life and so on. Or I'm avoidant, I withdraw, I avoid responsibility. By these 7, we can pretty well assume what kind of person is someone to live with, work with and so on.